Welcome back to Cooking with Michelle. I'm Joel Gilly from Wayne TV, joined by Michelle Estrada with the North Carolina Cooperative Extension. We are here today in the beautiful demonstration kitchen at the Maxwell Center here in Wayne County. We're going to be cooking.
Oh yes, we're always cooking here. Yes, and we love our kitchen. So I'm glad that you're here, and we are going to make something delicious.
I'm super excited. I saw the recipe. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands so we can get started, right?
Perfect.
Cool. I'll let you talk about the recipe.
So today we're going to make honey citrus chicken drumsticks. And I'm so excited about this recipe. Drumsticks are so much fun. Kids love drumsticks. And this is a flavor not just for children, but also for adults. So you're going to love it. So we're going to need actually one orange. We're going to need a lemon. Let me see what else. We're going to need 1/4 cup of honey. We're going to need some thyme, and I just love the smell of thyme. We're going to need a little bit of pepper, salt, and always olive oil. And of course, 6 drumsticks.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
We're going to do it. We're going to start with our marinade.
Okay.
Summertime is coming. Everybody start grilling, so we're not grilling today, but we're making a marinade. And marinade is very important because we give flavor to our meats, right? So today we're using chicken, but before we go to the chicken, we're always try to do the safe way, because this time we're gonna divide the marinade.
Okay.
So half of the marinade is gonna be for us to put the chicken, and the other half is gonna help us to rub the chicken when it's done.
Okay, cool.
So that's why we don't want to cross-contaminate.
Exactly.
So the first thing, we're gonna get this, and we're gonna use an orange.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with the lemon, and
Okay.
you do the orange. So have you ever get the zest from the orange, or from the lemon?
I mean, probably, but
Probably?
please teach me the correct way.
Well,
Because as we learned in the
this
last
is,
episode, I don't know how to hold a knife. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I learned. This is why I'm here.
This is a microplane.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the zest. And there's many ways to do this job. So you can just put it like this and start doing it this way. But it's whatever you feel comfortable.
Okay.
And you see the zest is already there. So you can also do it this way. Just watch out with your fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, because we saved your fingers last time, but
And I can already smell the...
I know. This is my favorite part. So I'm going to let you practice with the lemon, and then you do the orange too.
And so basically we're just taking a little bit of the skin off. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just be sure that you don't get to the white, because we don't want to get that flavor.
Okay.
So just the yellow.
Am I doing good so far?
You're doing really good. Wonderful. So do you know why we need to marinate the meats?
I assume it's for it. Well, I mean, I always marinate meat for flavor.
For flavor.
Yeah.
But we also marinate meats because we want them to be tender.
Juice. Yeah.
Yes. So in order to to tenderize our meats, we use acids.
Okay.
So in this case, we have 2 different acids that are going to help us, but at the same time, they're going to give us flavor.
Cool.
Okay. So another kind of marinades, you can use tomato juice or vinegars.
Yeah.
So that's going to help to really make our meats soft. Now, another thing that we always use is oils. Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Well, the oils are going to help with the flavor. So you use oils and spices. So the oil is going to really help to get the flavor inside of the meat.
Interesting.
Very interesting. You did great.
Do I do some more?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm going to move these in here, and you can do the orange now.
Okay.
And something that I love about this recipe is just the smell.
Oh, I know, it smells so good. Orange is one of my favorite foods to eat. And so do I get to eat this after we're done?
Well, actually, we're going to use the juice.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're not using the juice
So we're not
of the
just
lemon.
using the skin.
The lemon, we're only using the zest, but we're going to use
So you can use the rest of that for your tea.
What a great idea. I like that.
You know, I'm from the South, and I don't drink tea.
Well, what happened?
I know.
Well,
And it's really a problem being in Goldsboro, where there's so many great barbecue restaurants. Because every time you eat at a barbecue restaurant, or you get barbecue catering, it's always sweet tea. And
Yes,
I'm like,
but you know what? You can do the best option. Water.
don't eat barbecue?
No, do the water.
No, that's
Yeah, water and lemon. Is that good?
that's fine.
Yes. So you are doing perfect.
Sweet.
And if you don't have one like this, you can use a peeler.
Okay.
If you don't have a microplane, you can use a peeler. But
This
you just
microplane
may
makes it so easy, though.
It is. And this is kind of, the holes are too big, but if you have a smaller one, it will work out
Okay.
really good too. You
How
are
we
an
looking?
expert with the microplane.
Right? And this is the very first time I've ever used a microplane.
Oh,
So,
and look at you. You look like a professional.
am I good?
Okay, perfect. So now just, let me see if you have, wow, you did good. So I'm going to hold these
Okay.
for you. And now what we're going to do, just cut the orange in half.
Okay. Any particular way?
I will do it this way
Okay.
because we're going to squeeze the juice.
How
Okay?
is my knife skill? Look, I learned something.
Wow.
We're gonna hold the knife
great.
by the blade. See, I've learned
I'm so
something.
proud of you. So now we're going to squeeze the juice in here.
Okay, just squeeze it.
Yes. And I may need to get you a paper towel after that. Do you think you're going to need one?
I'm gonna just lick my fingers.
No. We don't lick fingers when we're cooking.
Why?
Because Bria and Freddie will not like to eat the food that you're cooking, and me either.
All
And
right,
I
is
really-
that like good or should do
That
I
is
really need to?
good. No, you're good.
Okay. Squeeze this one too.
Yes. And the recipe is calling for, I
Well-
think, a third of a cup or something. But if you get a little bit more, remember, it's just a measurement. So,
Thank you.
and I'm gonna get rid of this.
Don't get rid of that. There's still great pulp in that.
I'll save it for you.
Save that for later.
Okay.
You don't understand. I love oranges.
Okay, good. Me too. Okay, so now we have these, and we are gonna remove this in here. And now we're gonna add the honey, and this is a quarter of a cup of honey.
Okay.
And you can
Just
use
pour it in.
local honey. Yes. If you need this, we can use this.
Maybe. Just make sure we get it all.
And a great way to, when you're measuring honey, just be sure that you put a little bit of oil in your measuring cup, and that helps to.
Yeah, so it won't stick.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Good. So now one of my favorite herbs is thyme. Okay.
Yeah, you were talking about this thyme.
It's just, the smell is just so good, and the flavor.
Oh yeah, I do smell it. Yeah.
So the way that we're going to do this, we're going to pull it. You see how the leaves are going that way?
Yeah.
So we're pulling the opposite way. Okay.
Okay.
So, and you can do it directly there.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get mine. Go down.
Perfect. And you're going to feel like some of these, they have more steam than others.
Yeah.
It calls for 1 teaspoon, but remember, herbs are just so good, and sometimes herbs are really strong. So if you smell, like if they smell really strong, you may not need that much.
I gotcha. And thyme, is that something that people can
Yes.
grow at home?
You
Okay,
can
so I
grow
just
it at
did a
home.
boo-boo, and I got a little bit of that in there.
Just get this
Can I
one
just-
in.
See? That's what makes this show so great,
Yes,
is because Joel's not a professional.
that's right. If you can do it,
If I can do
it, anybody can do
Anyone
it.
ought to be able to do it.
See, this one was so easy.
I know. Sometimes you get the ones that they just all come off, and you're
I
like,
thought I
yes.
was telling you a secret, and no. Okay, perfect. So this recipe only takes 20 minutes for preparation. We're taking our time.
Yeah.
But it's only 20 minutes, and between 20 to 25 minutes for cooking. So It's not bad.
No, it's really not.
I think we're good.
We've spent enough time on this.
Yeah. That was a joke.
Ha, ha, ha. Boom.
Okay.
So when you use thyme, not only is it a great cooking ingredient, it's also the great butt of a lot of jokes that you can make in the kitchen as well.
You're right. And I was having a hard time. I said, do you pronounce time the same way that you pronounce time? I was not sure about that. So now I know it's the same thing. So now we're going to add a quarter of a cup of olive oil.
Okay.
So I'll let you measure.
So we're going to go, hold on, I got to get my bearings. Quarter of a cup.
And again, our olive oil is going to help us to have all those flavors.
So we got a quarter of a cup. Pour it in.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. A little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt.
You always say a little bit.
Okay.
Are we talking pinch?
A pinch. That's good.
Okay. I just don't want to mess this up. I have to eat this when we're
and
done.
really, I will not be worried with pepper.
Okay, so we'll go 2 pinches of pepper.
Yes, get excited with the pepper.
Have you seen that guy on the internet that does the salt the weird way?
Like this.
No, his name's, you need to YouTube it. It's called Salt Bay.
Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah.
It's a skill
He's
that I
gone
need
like
to
viral on his
okay.
salt application.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to mix our marinade.
Okay.
So you can mix it with that one.
All right. So we are all mixed up now. Is that good?
That looks perfect. So we're going to leave this in here
It
for right now.
smells good. You get all that citrus smell in there. It smells so good.
So we're going to leave this in here.
Okay.
Well, actually, let's divide these right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to put a little bit in here.
Just a little bit? Is that a cooking term?
Yeah, that's a cooking
bit.
term. A little bit.
Is that
a little bit more.
A little bit more.
It's like, I'd rather to have more in my big dish.
Yeah.
Because this is the one that I'm going to use to marinate my meat. So this one is only just to rub a little bit after it's cooked. Okay, so now we're going to the chicken.
To our chicken side. And we want to point out again, we've got all of our prep going on that side. Our raw meat completely separate side. That's because we don't want to cross-contaminate anything.
That's right. So at this point, we have in here 6 drumsticks.
Okay.
But one thing that we really want to get rid is the skin.
Yeah.
Okay? Because when you get rid of the skin, you're saving around like 40 calories per drumstick. So that's why we do it.
That's crazy.
And you know, many people will say, well, drumsticks are not that healthy. Well, that's the reason why they're not that healthy, because of the skin.
Yeah.
And they have saturated fats. So we're going to get rid of the skin. Have you ever, I don't know how you pulled the skin.
Take the skin out. Why don't you show me?
Okay,
And then I'll
show you with one. Okay, so basically, I'm going to put my fingers under the skin, and I'm going to start pulling the skin. Okay? So all these, I'm going to get rid of all this. Pull these as much as I can. And I always have a paring knife close to me just in case I need to cut something. Or if I have some fat that we're going to get rid of in a little bit. Okay, so I have my drumstick this way. So I'm going to get a paper towel and I'm going to pull the skin this way. See how easy?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And it's very similar to, I've smoked ribs before, and you remove the skin off the bottom of the ribs, and the paper towel trick was something that I learned to do in that. It helps you get a grip on it.
Right. So now if you see any, this one doesn't really have a lot of fat, you want to leave a little bit of fat because that's going to help you. And you don't really want to break the meat yet.
Yeah.
So this is good. Like some, like these.
This one right here, we're probably going to take that off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just want to make a quick note. In our last episode, when we were dealing with chicken, we talked about how you're not supposed to wash your chicken. because it can do more damage than it does good by spreading germs. And I had some friends in town, and I was dealing with chicken, and I told them about Michelle's little tip of not washing chicken. And they were like, wow, I've never thought about that before. Well, it's because I cook with Michelle. That's how I know this stuff.
And the thing behind that, maybe many people will ask you, well, how do you get rid of the bacteria? Because that's the answer that I get from the participants of my programs. They said, I wash my chicken because I want my chicken to be clean, because there's a lot of germs and a lot of bacteria. But you're not doing anything when you're washing chicken. The only thing that will kill the bacteria is
Cooking it.
That's right, it's heat. And that's what is very important, to always have a thermometer with you. A meat thermometer. Woohoo! You got it.
I was afraid I was going to rip that chicken in half. Did I do good, or is that?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Like I said, you don't really want to remove everything
Yeah.
from there. You can just get rid of that little
This?
piece. And if you need to cut it, I don't know if you can pull it or not.
Yeah,
If not, use the knife.
I'm gonna cut this one. I feel like I just opened a whole new can of worms by trying to cut this.
That's what you really need to decide if you want to start getting, if not the meat, if not you're going to start cutting all the meat.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you this.
Am I good? Do I need to wash my hands? No, because we're still dealing with the
That's
raw
right.
meat.
So if you want to move that container, just move
it.
that way up. Oh, I can
What are you
put
talking
this
about? Oh, okay, there we go.
I need just some space. So now we're going to marinate our drumsticks.
Drumsticks.
I want to call them chicken legs.
Yeah, sorry. So we're gonna take this, put it in,
In
flip it over.
Yes, that way
Okay.
they get all the juices, the spices.
Okay.
Oh, that looks delicious.
It does look really good. And then when I'm done with this,
Just leave it there.
Okay.
Yes. So this is something else that we need to talk about. When you marinate something, do you just leave it in the counter?
I typically put mine in the fridge.
Good. That's what we need to do. Some people will say, oh no, I'm just gonna leave it marinate for a few minutes, and those few minutes pass. So we learn that food that needs to be cold, it needs to be cold.
Yeah.
And food that needs to be hot, it needs to be hot. So there is something that is called danger zone, and that's between 40 to 140 degrees. Okay, so when we leave our meat out because we're marinating, we have the risk that maybe, you know, something, a bacteria
Yeah.
will start growing in our food, and we don't want that. Another thing that is very important is that for how long we can leave it in the fridge. Okay, we don't want to really, like for chicken, I would say no more than 24 hours. Other meats, you can leave them for longer. Now, the problem is the way you want to wash your hands.
Well, no, I just
Not
wanted to
yet.
know. I mean, I've got all my chicken in here, but it feels like it's kind of full. Is that good?
Yeah, and that's fine.
Okay.
Yes. And what you can do, like after 10 minutes, you can move it around. So we're going to leave the chicken marinating for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
You can leave them longer. Like I said, again,
Yeah.
cover it and put it in the fridge.
Okay.
Okay? So you
Wash
can
my hands now?
Go wash your hands.
Okay. All right, so we've had this sitting in the fridge for about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
Yes.
It's looking good.
So we're hoping that all the juices are really inside and all the flavors, and our meat is tenderized.
Cool.
So now we're going to spray our bit.
Olive oil.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and that's just going to help us for our chicken not to get stuck in the pan. And now we're going to place our
All right.
chicken legs. They already look delicious.
They super stoked for this. I'm glad that Michelle teaches us about how long to leave things in the fridge, and because like
When you
we
don't
were
know,
all in college once.
oh yes, and we made a lot of mistakes. I remember those days.
I'm lucky because my grandma worked in food service, so
you learn a lot.
Well, no,
No?
I never learned. I just, hey grandma,
Oh, what do I do? Yes.
this
Well,
this pizza's been sitting out for a couple of days. Am I still good? She was like, I probably wouldn't eat it. I'm like, but am I gonna die? That when
was
you're
the
in
question,
college, that's
right.
kind of the level. Like, am I going to be throwing up later or not? But food safety is very important, and
Very,
so that's why it's
very
important.
important.
Because I don't feel like enough people know about that danger zone and all that stuff.
no, they do not know, and it's always. I'm glad that you mentioned grandma. Always call somebody. That's why we're here. As a food and nutrition person, if you have questions about food safety, give me a call. If I do not know the answer, I'm going to find out for you.
Yeah.
So that's what is a very important. Never eat anything. Many people make the mistake to just put it in their mouth, taste it. Well, that can be
The taste test.
That's right. Never do that. So now we're ready to put it in the oven.
All
and
right.
we have our oven ready for 375.
Okay.
So you want me to help you to open the oven?
Yeah,
your
because I
oven-
have raw chicken on this hand,
Yes,
so
we're just going to put it in here.
cool.
Okay. And we're going to do these for 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm going to do 25. And that's good.
Awesome.
So
So-
I'm going to let you wash your hands again.
We'll do that. All right, so we've washed our hands. We've got the chicken in the oven. It's at 375, 25 minutes, and we've messed up this area right here, contaminated it. So we're gonna clean it off now.
That's right. And when you cook, the first thing you need to organize all your ingredients, right? And also, it's a great idea if you clean as you go.
Absolutely.
Because, we're in this kitchen and we want everything to be nice. But also, if you're at home,
Yeah.
you want everything to be nice.
And you also don't want to risk forgetting and setting something down later.
right, or somebody else comes
Yeah.
and start making a sandwich,
Yeah.
right? That would not be a
No
good
raw chicken
idea.
on their sandwich.
So today, what we have in here is our soapy water, and it's basically 1 tablespoon of dish soap
Okay.
in with the water. So I'm gonna let you
All right.
spray that.
Is that enough? Is that good?
That's good.
Okay.
And then we're gonna clean that really good. So remember, soapy water, the only function of soapy water is to clean, right?
Yeah,
We're not
absolutely.
really doing anything right now that is getting rid of the bacteria. So the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna sanitize. And that's why we need this other solution that we made with a 1/4 teaspoon of bleach. And then we just put the water, and we use always hot water.
Okay.
So, and you can use this solution for 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And then get rid of that and make it again. That way we keep the strongest of the bleach.
Can I use the same paper towel?
I'm glad you're asking. No.
Just checking.
Yes, that is a no, and that's why we use paper towels, because if not, you will need to use a different wrap.
Yeah.
So let's spray these. And this is very important. Oh, that's a mistake that we do at home, right? We think that because we put the bleach, now we're ready to
Yeah.
we're not sanitizing. Bleach needs some time
Okay.
to work.
I can see it working.
Yes. So you have 2 options.
I can't see it working. It's working. I can't see it.
That's right. I wish we could
Right?
see bacteria
Clean.
dying there.
Right?
So, but it is very important that we can let it dry. That would be the best option.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if we want to do
Yeah.
that. But if not, at least 1 to 2 minutes. That way the chemical is
That's
doing
really good to know.
the job. So I think you're fine.
Okay. Try not to get the bleach on my black shirt.
And that's one thing. This is not a strong bleach, because
You tell me
we're-
that now until my shirt's white.
No, it's not. So you don't really have a lot of bleach. And
Okay.
because many people, they don't like to use bleach. They say, oh, I'm allergic to bleach. Well, did you smell?
A little bit, but
Just
not.
a little
it's
bit.
not like if you were using straight bleach.
That's right. It's just a quarter of teaspoon
Yeah.
of bleach, so it's not
Very well diluted.
So I think our chicken is ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, but you need to wash your hands again.
I just
sorry.
sanitized.
Okay, so are we ready? We're gonna move this in here so you can put the chicken in here. So what do you need? The gloves over there.
Okay.
And then we'll get the chicken. So do you think it's ready?
Well, I'm gonna check the temperature.
Oh, now he knows.
I've learned a couple things
Oh no.
cooking with Michelle.
Okay.
Okay,
So
we're gonna
sorry,
turn it on.
Mhm.
What's our temperature?
For a chicken.
I don't
Poultry?
remember. I always have to Google it.
That's good. That's
At
better
least I
than
Googled it, right?
165. And in here we have a lot of bone, right? We don't want to touch the bone with our thermometer. We want to be sure that we're doing it where we have more meat, so we have the right temperature.
We've already hit 165. We're at about 167 now.
Good.
So we're good
So-
there.
And I'm glad that you're checking different pieces because that piece was smaller than that one.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you have some pieces that are ready, but other ones they're not.
That one was 168. This one's 170, 176. So we're good.
We're good. Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna need our marinade, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you do that, and you can get the brush if it's easier.
So we're just gonna paint some on all
Yes.
the. Okay.
So what ideas do you have to? What can we eat? These like what size can we use?
I mean, I'm not that difficult. I'm good like some green beans or something.
Green beans, salad.
Yeah.
Anything goes with drumsticks,
Yeah.
right? And I was mentioning before that I think kids are just so excited to eat drumsticks all the time. So this is a really good meal for a family.
Absolutely.
Now,
Super easy to fix. All right.
so something that always worries me, life is very expensive.
Yeah.
So do you think this is an expensive recipe?
I'm gonna go with no. I mean, the
And-
chicken's probably the most expensive part.
And today, this morning, I paid $3.50
Okay.
for the 6 pieces.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
No.
So we're good with that. So now I'm ready to
Is it
eat.
time to dig in?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Which one do you want?
Oh, I don't care. They all look good.
I'm gonna go for the big one here.
Okay. So do you need a fork or we'll just?
I'm just gonna bite into it if that's cool.
Okay,
I
that's
don't know if that's
good.
proper etiquette.
It's not, but it's good for me.
We're in the South.
Yes, we
We're
are. We're ready. Oh, What do you think?
The glaze is so good. Like it literally hits you as soon as you bite into it. You get the taste of that orange and the lemon that we had in there. And the meat is very tender. I think we did a good job.
I think you did a good job.
It's so good. It's easy. It's quick. Involve the whole family. You can have some fun, and it's really good.
Really, really
It's
good.
really good.
So, and this is part of our med instead of meds. And I think I mentioned it before, but this program is we're gonna have this program in July. July and August. It's gonna be 6 sessions, and it's gonna be in here in the kitchen. And
Awesome.
we're gonna do a lot of hands-on cooking.
Cool.
So if people would like to get more information about that, just give us a call, 919-731-1520, and we'll be more than happy to
So
give
let's-
them more information.
Let's talk to you real quick about our nutritional facts.
Okay, so this is 210 calories, okay? Not bad. Then we have total fat, 12 grams. Sodium, 91 milligrams. Carbs, 13 grams. No fiber, but we can get the fiber from...
With our sides.
That's right.
Yeah.
And of course, the protein, 13 grams. And chicken has a lot of benefits. They're good for our bones, and they have vitamins and minerals. So it's not that we cannot eat chicken. We recommend to eat more fruits and vegetables because we're lacking on that.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to have a good meat, right?
Absolutely.
And you can eat twice a week, you can eat chicken.
Perfect.
3 times a week, you can eat fish. And then that will help you to reduce the red meats.
Yeah.
Not that they're bad for us, but it's not a good idea to have meat every day.
Yeah.
And also, it's kind of expensive, right?
It gets expensive, that's for sure. Well, look, we did a great job making these drumsticks. I've worked up a sweat, so I think we've had a good productive day in the kitchen.
Yes, we did.
Is there anything that we need to talk about before we're done?
No, again, any questions, any recommendations, if they want me to do a recipe, if we can find something that is healthy, we'll do it.
We're trying to figure out a way to make ribs healthy. We're still working on that.
We're gonna work on that. Like I said, it's not bad. It's always about portion control.
Absolutely, absolutely. And honestly, as someone who enjoys ribs and all this food that we make is delicious. I'm not lying when I say that this chicken is absolutely delicious. So any of these recipes are great for the family. Everyone's going to enjoy them. So Michelle, thank you so much. And we'll see you again next month.
We'll see you next month. Thank you.
If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call the Cooperative Extension. Their offices are here at the Maxwell Center. They have a whole lot of great free resources for everyone. And don't forget to sign up for the classes coming up.
That's right.
Awesome. This has been another episode of Cooking with Michelle right here on Wayne TV.